Tonight on the runway, we challenge the girls for US Season 14 and UK vs. the World to meet high expectations. And on the runway, we find out how they failed them miserably.
Wow, you're just taking down both episodes, huh?
I'm taking down both. Hi, I'm Annie.
I'm Inti.
And this is FunUntitled, where we serve every podcast with an FU. So, RuPaul's Drag Race this week, huh guys? So in the beginning, we'll talk about the US Snatch Game, and later on, we'll talk about UK's finale.
The mother-tucking world!
So, we'll start with the Bubble Wrap Mini Challenge, which I'm gonna say, that might just be my aesthetic.
Nah.
I like every outfit except Daya.
What?
Yeah, I thought it came out, if it was taped better, it would've came out really cute.
What do you like about it?
You know me, I'm loving that form-fitting silhouette with a little bit of flair here and there.
That's ridiculous.
I think Lady Camden should have won.
Oh, Lady Camden was okay.
She had a Mara Tuck and cape.
I liked Angeria's one.
Angeria wasn't bad.
I can't believe Bosco won.
Oh, well, we gotta give her that. I mean, look at Gorgeous. They just like lingerie.
Some of these queens have a aesthetic, and it's like, it's fine. I'm just getting bored of it.
Daya.
Yeah. Daya, Georges, Bosco. Two you just named, really. They all have the same thing, and it's like, we'll talk more about how it continues in the runway.
So, this week is the highly anticipated Snatch Game. And weirdly enough, the queen who I think should go home actually went on top.
It's hard to have high energy for this episode when that episode was just so bland.
Alright, I think everyone says it on Twitter best. The judging was funnier than the game.
Oh yeah, I love the investigation.
Investigate why all you girls did so shitty. Don't get me wrong, it wasn't cringe, it was just too straightforward.
It was just boring, which is like, so it makes everything unmemorable.
And right off the bat, I'll tell you this now, a lot of queens just picked really shitty characters and was doomed to fail.
I know, yeah, what was that all about?
Like Bosco, I prayed that Bosco knew anything about Gwyneth Paltrow's actual acting career and not just be a snake oils.
So let's get into it, right? Bosco, Gwyneth Paltrow, the kombucha? Like, what the hell was that?
Cunt-bucha.
No, I get the joke. I'm
just saying, I want to save her one funny joke. Because if I don't stand up Bosco for the one thing that was actually decent, then it's just all downhill.
The only funny part about that was Deja fill the cup.
Oh yeah. They just they just saved this episode.
So, cause there's only so many jokes you can make about
the group.
Yeah.
For the runway, they did Holy Couture, and as we know from every single time they do religion, you either bomb it or you do really well. And Bosco bombed it.
I don't know, they praised it for the same silhouette, for the same style, for the same material that she's been using for the entire season, and it's just so tight. And I really like Bosco as a queen for her personality and for her humor, but her looks are really just plain.
I would have given Bosco a lot of credit if she took off the little nun hat and those horns.
Yeah, I wish there was more devil imagery in it besides the hooves.
Yeah, that reminds me of the meme of this rapper was in the jacuzzi and it was like, why is he wearing socks in the jacuzzi? And someone else said, those are his hooves.
What?
I think Bosco's a very smart intelligence. I also think Bosco may know a lot of memes on the internet.
Oh, interesting. Then Daya. Sorry, I did this somewhat alphabetically from the top of my head. That's what the order is. Daya was Ozzy Osbourne.
Here's the problem. Bosco, the intelligence was, I think I'm funny because they're really highbrow, kinda. Meanwhile, Daya's like, hey, I only know how to take this one level, so I'm gonna start copying Bosco.
Yeah, what was about the copying thing? Like, what? Why?
I don't know anything about Ozzy Osbourne, but it makes me think he might be a thief.
Maybe?
And not once did Daya say, Sharon!
Yeah, it was like the only thing I know about Ozzy Osbourne is that his wife's name is Sharon.
I learned that from Hannah Montana.
You got the best of both worlds?
Yeah. So, I mean, I didn't, when Daya said, wait, I was as bad as Jasmine? I was like, you weren't, but this is a gimmick.
I mean, she was pretty bad.
She was pretty bad, but she wasn't bottom too bad.
Ooh, that's another discussion.
So Daya just came out with her dress where it was really weird because her hair was like a scenic wig and she Frankenstein a bunch of wedding dresses and put a lot of crosses on it.
For something that had a lot of work, I thought it was still boring. I can't explain why.
When she fell, I was like, is she copying Lady Camden? No, she just fucked up.
Did her ankle shatter? Man, sometimes I think your ankles are just gonna come off when you fall in those high heels.
Man, if Bosco fell in those hooves.
That's what I'm saying, man.
If those girls had to lip sync in those shoes, would you imagine?
I mean, it'd be the third lip sync of them taking off their shoes.
So I just really like when that Jasmine kicked off her shoe and we were like, was that intentional?
Clearly not. So that sucked. Then Deja, the only shining star in this lip sync. I guess lip syncs. Snatch game. It's sad because like you really do need 2 to 3 people to be good.
Because they had to volley off each other.
Yeah, you know, there was really none of that.
I mean, no, yeah, like you said, the only one was when Deja asked for the kombucha.
Yeah, so it's like, do you guys realize it's not like just volleying off RuPaul? Like that's the major thing, of course, but like some of the best parts is when you volley with each other.
You know, at first I thought it was lazy that Jujubee did a Cher impression, but didn't actually try to be Cher at all. But I think I agree with RuPaul. The greater crime is staying in character and not being funny.
I mean, you just gotta be funny. I don't know how many seasons of Snatch Game do we have to watch, but the bottom line is you just gotta be funny.
Is Little John the guy who sings in the Make a Pretty Cake remix?
God, don't ask me. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure we will look it up after this, but like, it's easy to make a pretty cake. Yeah! It's just the way it's hazy. Yeah!
I thought Deja's silver Joan of Arc dress was super ugly.
I thought, okay, everything Deja comes out is super ugly, and I don't know how we were supposed to get Joan of Arc from that. I got Urza from Fairy Tale.
Oh yeah, that is true.
Yeah. Like, put some fire on that dress.
That's what I wanted, like, her on a cross with fire coming out.
Like, I'm not religious, but I don't care. You don't need to know religion.
Or just, like, put a French flag.
Yeah, kind of like how Lady Camden had the British flag.
Yeah, it's like, I need a reference. You're just wearing a silver dress.
You're lucky your Little John was funny.
Why was the hair red? Was that supposed to be the implication to the fire?
Don't you know all French people are redheads?
Oh.
You know, and then they have leprechauns running around, they wear green.
Jeez. So, speaking of Lady Camden, she was William Shakespeare.
And then RuPaul told her to make it trashy.
Which I think was a good idea, but I just still didn't get any jokes, and there was like no references.
I was thinking the same damn thing. Like, you're William Mother effing Shakespeare. Like, why am I hearing about globes? I don't get it. Like, I would have appreciated a very easy, low-hanging fruit reference. Like, oh, what does she like to shake? She like to shake that booty. That's what I was thinking with Romeo and Juliet.
She had that one funny joke about the fairy tales.
Oh, yeah.
I can't remember what the was, but it was funny. But, you know, clearly it was not the most memorable performance.
I would put Lady Camden middle tier.
If we had to have a middle tier, sure, she could be there. But I do understand that besides Deja, really everyone was on the bottom, deservingly.
Okay, here's my problem now. Religion is a tricky subject. I will say, right off the bat, I am an atheist. But I will also say, if I was given a religion challenge, I would have done some religion motifs. AKA, I wouldn't have gone just as the Spice Girls.
I didn't realize how much drag queens love Spice Girls. It's only until after like watching like season 3, because she came out and I was like, you're clearly Scary Spice. Like, I get the reference.
You have to watch a whole runway of Spice Girls to get it.
I know, right? But I didn't understand the holy couture part. I get that you worship it, but I mean, do what Georges did and put at least some religious imagery in it. Like, you could have been a fangirl.
I would think the same thing.
Right, like the pictures up and, oh, that would be cool, right? Like if you're a creepy stalker kind of person.
Very camp.
Yeah, I didn't get that. Really wanted that.
Oh, it'd be cool. I think the Spice Girls dolls, if you just had it all over like the cape.
Oh, yeah.
It's a cult religion.
Ooh, we're gonna start a Spice Girl cult.
I mean, I think the gays already did that.
Yeah, but we'll be Culty Spice.
So, Angeria was Tammy Brown, and anyone would say it, one of my favorite quotes of RuPaul's Drag Race, much to Minty's chagrin, is, "Come on, Teletubbies, take us to Mars!" Ah, I'm acting. As like, you didn't reference any of those famous lines. Even RuPaul had to like prod you to do the walking with children line, and you didn't really 100% get it.
I know, right? Like, you have to know something more than just like a physical thing.
I would think the same thing. All she did was shake.
Right, and it's like, no, we get it, Angeria, but it's not even a joke after one point.
I like that shickety shim sham. But no, I didn't get it at all.
And then I do like her runway look. The classic churchgoer who's very like soulful.
Yeah, the accessories was really pretty.
I love that color. Ooh, that pink was just...
You just like pink.
Yeah, but it was like a very like cute pastel-y pink, and I love that there was a big bow in the hat. And I was like the underside of the hat too. I was like, ooh, This is so cute.
And then we move on to Jasmine, who decided to be Betsy DeVos.
I'm so mad because part of me is like, yes, this is a bad choice because she's not funny. But if you're making a parody of her, then this could be really funny. Because I'm sure SNL has done a ton of Betsy DeVos parodies.
Look, if you didn't want to do her justice, just butcher her. Just be like, I hate children, I eat them.
Yeah, I mean, God, there was one thing that she did that made her infamously bad at her job.
She didn't teach children how to say the word infamous.
Shut up. I'm working. How dare you?
No, I forget. Yeah, something
She
like
didn't walk the children in nature.
she should. If she volleyed off of Tammy Brown with that would have been fucking hilarious.
That's what Angeria should have said. I thought when RuPaul said, "Oh, Betsy DeVos, do you believe reading is fundamental?" I thought she was gonna say, "Sure, if you're like a cis white hetero child." Because I'm pretty sure she's only for the Republicans.
I would have loved it was like, oh, my PR team didn't write me an answer for this, so I'm just gonna say the first thing comes to my mind. Fuck you.
But yeah, I get what you're going with. Like she's just unplanned and
just villainize her. It makes it. I know Jasmine has that problem where everything in her mind is funny, but when she does it, it's like, no, that wasn't. Jasmine, are you okay? That wasn't funny at all.
I don't care what Dove Cameron says. If you're not funny, no amount of a disillusion is gonna help you.
I think it's stupid. They were like, it's hard to volley with Ru because you don't want to cut her off. And it's like, no, Ru gave you a lot of time.
She gave you the prompts and you still failed. So what do you say about that?
So Jasmine, okay, her final runway look was so pretty with the whole Gemini black and white. And then she ripped it off with the ugliest, most basic space dress.
I know, like, what are you doing? Look, I get that there's constellations, but come on. Why would you ruin the Gemini theme with just like basic galaxy that then has nothing to do with like space and worship anymore? I'm glad you kept the Halo part, but why are you here, Jasmine?
I feel like there's so many aspects of religion they could have glammed up, and instead they're just like, let me do my own take of something I like. Let me say something I like to the audience.
I guess so, right? I have no idea what's going on in a lot of people's heads.
You know, it'd be cool if someone did the Lawrence Chaney stained glass look.
Oh, that would be an amazing look. Like if you somehow brought that to life. Oh my, because that look is so good on Lawrence Chaney.
Not in the app game though.
Shut up. You leave that game alone. It's buggy as it is.
So speaking of people I won't leave alone, there's Georges. Georges gave me the last season, I think her name was Olivia.
Oh, Olivia Lux, yeah.
Yeah, she gave me that vibe that she picked someone and she was just saying good vibes but wasn't being funny.
Yeah, okay, I don't know really anything about Ilana Glazer because I haven't seen her the show Broadway, but I've seen like or Boardwalk. I've seen like her in other roles, and I do know she is somewhat funny and high energy. But God, I don't even know. Georgia just went very crude, and it's like you can be crude, but you need a joke.
Like, let me get this out of my pussy, and then really badly pantomimed it.
Yeah, and I was like, there's no joke. You're just being crude.
Trinity the Tuck, where are the jokes? But I did like her weed pope look.
I thought it did what like Lady Camden and Willow should have done, was like bringing the religious imagery to what they love almost to a religious degree, but it's the same silhouette. It's the same short dress that you can dance in with a hat and a joint now. And it's like, I'm a little sick of this aesthetic, Georges, because obviously you look good in this. And I want to see you expand into other fashion genres and make them also look good in your style. But if you can only do one thing, then I'm just bored with you.
You know what I would have wished? Okay, so you know obviously religions you can't do Hindu and Buddhism because that's a little culturally insensitive. Someone should have came out as an alien for Scientology.
Oh my god. That would be so cool.
Like I think it would be cool if Evie Oddly did that.
If you came out dressed like Tom Cruise and you're just asking for $5.
So stupid. Everything we know about Scientology is from South Park.
Which apparently is 100% true.
So moving on to our last queen, Willow.
Who we had very high hopes for, but has dashed it in Snatch Game. Look, not all winners of RuPaul's Drag Race win Snatch Game. Hell, some of them does very poorly. So that's what I'm hoping for Willow. She's just one of the winners of RuPaul's Drag Race that does very poorly in Snatch Game.
Do we know Drew Barrymore in anything?
I think we do. I think if we looked up movies that she's been in, we would recognize many of her movies. I just can't name them.
Alright, because, I don't know, Michelle Visage being like, you were Drew Barrymore, you just weren't funny. And I was like, yeah, I guess if you were just a basic person off the street, you wouldn't be funny in Snatch Game.
If you're just some white woman who probably got through life through nepotism and positive racism, then yeah, good for you.
White privilege.
But who knows? Maybe she did work from the bottom and made her way to the top. I have no idea. And I don't know anything about Drew Barrymore.
So you're saying Drew carried more?
Or carried none. Could go anyway.
So Willow was a mushroom. I thought she was really cute skipping on the stage.
It was an incredibly cute look. Like, I loved it.
Not the assignment though.
Mr. Brief.
Like, I understand, the mushroom meant a lot to you, but that's like, you're just twisting the words to bring out an outfit and that means a lot to you. Like, not to be mean to Willow.
It's a good outfit, and I feel like if this is what makes you feel like you, then it's like, oh man, like you have like a great aesthetic, and it's like different from fashion and camp. It's like on the quirky camp, but you can't bring it to an assignment that doesn't match. I know Georges has gotten away with a lot of it, but doesn't mean you should be doing that too.
This is dark humor. I wish she came out as Jesus, died on stage, and came out as a mushroom.
I kind of thought you were gonna say like a dying patient.
Well, no, I like mine's better because it was the religious theme.
Oh, gotcha. Right.
Yeah. Because, like, we all become mushrooms in the end.
Or mushroom food.
Or, mushroom poop. I don't know what mushrooms eat. So, this is when RuPaul decides, alright, y'all, the investigation over. Deja, you're the only one saying go in the back. Everyone else, because we have an even number, will be in a lip-sync Lollapalooza.
Well, 7's not an even number.
Oh shit, is it 7?
Yes.
Ah, shit. But so this will be our third week in a row where no one goes home. Episode 10, and we have 8 queens.
Wow, that is insane.
Yep.
Holy crap. And then when you start with 14 queens, right?
Did we start with 14?
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know. The universe is gonna correct itself and needs to have multiple eliminations next episode. I like RuPaul's Drag Race, and I think this is a good season, but goddamn, it's a long season.
I personally was very irritated in the beginning when everyone was like, we're the strongest top 8. That's why they can't send anyone home. And I'm like, half of you are okay. The other half needs to go.
Like, I just need to know who wins.
And I like all the meme that they just gonna be in the back vibing. Honestly, how is next week not just a regular episode?
I think it is gonna be a whole episode of lip syncs.
And
maybe they'll do a losers bracket tournament. Like, when you lose the lip sync, you have to go into the next round.
that's a lot of dancing.
Yeah, a whole episode. Last time they did this, it was 6 lip syncs.
Moving on to an episode filled with lip syncs. That's right, we leave US and we put on our top shoes and we dance to the national anthem of UK.
That's a good segue, except I don't know what the anthem is. It's the grand finale of RuPaul's Drag Race UK versus the world. Are you a Team Jujubee, Team Moheart, Team Blue Hydrangea? And I'm not gonna ask if you're Team Bag of Chips, because God, nobody should be on Team Bag of Chips.
If you're on Team Bag of Chips, you're Bag of Chips mom.
Okay, that's fair. I'll allow it. I'm Minty.
I'm Annie.
And this is FunUntitled, where we serve every podcast with an FU. That's the grand finale. We have a final 4. It's not the most luxurious or fantastical ending to a season, but I think it was a good season overall. Even though there's a lot of rigor mortis and stuff. A lot of drama, a lot of heartbreak, really made you feel something. So that's something a lot of people look for. And honestly, it is something that's missing a lot sometimes. So overall, it was a good season.
I don't know, it's hard. You either choose the season where everyone plays fair, and at the end, you really have a horse you want to bet on, but there's not really any drama. Or you have this season where the top queen kept getting outed first, and then you're just like, well, I don't give it, just finish this.
True. It depends on where you want to put all your energy, I guess. There's no way you can have it high energy the whole time. So, did it in the beginning, or did it in the end? I feel like All Stars 5 had a lot of energy at the end because they were all good queens. All Stars 6, I was kind of I was kind of hoping Ginger Midge would have won that. And then this one, it's I don't give a fuck. I know about it.
Give a fuck.
Yeah, I know Bag of Chips ain't gonna win. So, let's talk about the final looks, the lip sync, and the winner overall.
I just want to point out, I won't talk too much about this because it's mean to make fun of it. I did think it was funny how UK had to deal with self-esteem issues and US had to deal with family issues.
Wow.
I just think, what does that say about our countries that we represent?
That's true. It could also be that they're repeated queens, so they kind of know maybe how to tug heartstrings.
Or it could be because we had 2 white queens versus 2 minority queens.
Ooh.
That's right, I went there.
In the shade of our our country, I guess, and racism. Okay, so first was Lemon with her maple leaf look.
It was cute.
Yeah, like the big maple leaf. I kind of wish it was more like Lemon, because I don't know why all these limited queens kind of did something close to like the home country, when I was like, that's what you should have came like in your first one, you know, where you're from. But this is like who you are, and we haven't seen you in a while.
I was going to say, I'm pretty sure that's just the theme for everyone, but then the Final Four came out, and only really Blue represented her hometown. Everyone else was just kind of random.
Right, like just whatever. I mean, unless the US is just not proud to be in America.
Not since this election.
Well, or the last one. So I thought it was cute. Lemon was just like, I was hoping something more lemony, but this was cute. I like that it's big and flashy.
Also, to be fair, a lot of states has been putting out anti-gay bills. Maybe we're not proud of being American right now.
Oh, you talk about like Florida?
Florida, I'm talking about
Texas.
Disney, supported the Don't Say Gay bill.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Then Cheryl Ho. I kind of like what Cheryl Ho was doing, because I really do like floral things, but I just thought it needed way more flowers.
I just remember Cheryl's whole tweet being like, everyone's saying Lemon, Jimbo, and Pangina was wrong, but no justice for Cheryl Ho. And she came out in that dress, and I was like, yeah, no justice.
I'm surprised Cheryl Ho never got out first. Then it was Jimbo. I was surprised that Jimbo came out in this. Like, I think it's a very beautiful look, and I love that gold goose headpiece, but Jimbo is usually like go big or go home. So this was not necessarily the biggest, but it was one of the prettier outfits.
Jimbo should have came out as a moose furry.
That would have been cool.
Kind of like how Simone came out as a fox furry.
She should have came out as a moose furry with like what do you call those mounty people?
Oh, yeah.
Riding one of those.
Jesus.
Then Pangina.
Yes, remember, Pangina sent Jimbo home, so she got sent home right after.
Yeah, which her look is like the clash of like, I guess it was like Thailand and Marie Antoinette, and it was so pretty. I really like that look, and I really like the melding of two cultures.
I like the mini skirt.
Right, like it was like a mini, like tutu-y kind of, oh, so cute.
I only learned recently, if you have a lot going on top, you should simplify the bottom.
You think that's what she did?
I think so, like, so you could focus on the giant shoulder pads and the wig. She wore a mini skirt.
That's true. It was like then all legs after that. Then Janie Jacquet, another one who had like a good idea with the floral, but I wanted like more tulips. Like Holland has tons and tons of tulips. I wish she had like a train of tulips.
When Tom Holland went to the tulip fields in the second Spider-Man movie, it was very pretty. Meanwhile here, it looked like the tulips was an endangered species.
It was like they picked all the tulips and now they are dying. But at least there's a sun. I was like, oh, a sun, clouds. And I'm like, what the fuck would the clouds do to your outfit? I mean, it's campy.
Camp.
Then the final four who had like really junk outfits.
Really just terrible. Like, we both agreed that the eliminated queens came out in better outfits.
Oh yeah. Like Bag of Chips, I don't know what the hell. Like supposed to be some kind of Elizabeth Taylor outfit. I'm like, I don't know why she keeps comparing herself to other people. I feel like that's a weak point. When you should just be Bagga and you should be the star. Not I'm a star because I look like an already established star.
I hate them much better. And I hate that everything the judges said were like, you made things much better.
I know, it's like, I get that's the final round, but just stop stroking her dick already. You do it every episode and it's a lot of times just unearned. Except maybe Snatch Game.
As okay UK season 2 was, it made me realize how much terrible season 1 was.
No, season 1 was okay. Season 2 was good. That's the one with Lawrence Chaney.
Yeah, I know.
You thought it was okay?
Okay, Lawrence Chaney and what's the non-binary one? Bimini was great, but what about the other two?
I mean, sure.
You can't just say the whole season was great because of one person. This isn't season 6 of Bianca Del Rio.
It could have been.
Could have been, but
Season 3 was trash.
I can't remember season 3.
That's why it was trash.
Oh, I remember now, the really younger one, and we didn't agree with that.
No.
Every queen that's like, you're so young, you was born for drag. I'm just like, you're kind of shitting on them for all their hard work. It's kind of like saying, oh, you draw really well. You were born to draw. Like, I worked hard, bitch.
I see what you're saying, yeah.
I didn't come out the pussy drawing Mozart.
Yeah, unless they're 5 years, even a 5-year-old would have had to work hard to get wherever they got if they had a genius status.
Not if you're Honey Boo Boo.
Not if you're Honey Boo Boo. You would definitely, if it's by personality, you were definitely born to do whatever you plan on doing.
Yes, but people like Krista Versace who had the same makeup look.
I mean, she had a lot of surgery done.
Oh yeah, because she was the one.
Anyways, then Blue Hydrangea. I thought it was a nice look. I just thought like the thing on the back, I thought it was gonna like fan up or something.
Yeah, I thought the front was really pretty and the back was like, okay, we're doing this.
Like, great that you have a dove, but nobody gets the reference.
Then we have Jujubee with her weird, I like to call it the Dr. Pepper dress. It reminded me.
It kind of does look look like Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, like, it looked nice, don't get me wrong. I'm sure that cost like hundreds of dollars, but I'm like, your last, finale look was 10 times prettier.
Yeah, like it was just a gown. I was kind of hoping for more, or like just not to have one fabric, because I guess I've never also seen like that poof at the hip and poof at the feet, but maybe there's a reason I've never seen this.
She kind of looked like a dumbbell or like a rope with lots of knots in it so you can put your feet on it.
Oh, man, the analogies you have. A Dr. Pepper colored rope knot thing.
I watched a video. If you're talking about something, always just put an image in someone's mind. Never say like how you're feeling, just put an image, metaphors.
Does it help you who cannot imagine things?
Moving on to Mo Hart. And she was wearing her orange Santa dress because we American love soda. I know you can't avoid it because these people are buying dresses for women, but I just hate that look of having a giant cage jut out because it's making room for boobs.
See, I don't know. Do they do it on purpose? Because like someone like Mo Hart might have money to buy like designer dresses or like have it designed for her. But if you had to have one dress that's going to be designed for you, it would be the finale dress.
Okay, everything else about this dress was really pretty. The long orange train, the metal cage. Did you like the whole jutting out?
I like the pieces separately. I don't like them together, so the whole jutting out thing is kind of moot.
I think she had like a little hair accessory that connected the two. It would have looked a little prettier.
I could see that, yeah.
I don't know, I feel like hair accessory is more of an anime thing.
Kind of, yeah. Or like some kind of like hat passenger. I
Yeah.
don't know. I think they look cool, but I'm also like into anime things. Okay, so we're gonna skip the talks because like Annie says, they're just whatever. All a little fake, but we won't go into that.
Teletubby.
So, first lip sync. What? Mo Hart versus Bag of Chips. I mean, it would have been stupid if she didn't pick Bag of Chips.
Yes.
And they lip sync to Domino. I like this song. I didn't think it was the best lip sync song.
Is that the one that they played during the Monopoly commercial?
I have no idea.
Oh, okay. No, that was Price Tag, I think. I get the two songs confused. Let's be real, none of the lip syncs was that great into the last one, and even that one wasn't the greatest.
Yeah, I guess because they took out all the dancers knowing that the last challenge was gonna be something dance related.
Did we think it was stupid when Baga was like, what do you mean the last challenge is lip syncing? Not me. You ever seen RuPaul's Drag Race?
Yeah, I mean, because even if it wasn't lip syncing, it would have been like the music video. And it's like a lot of these just involve dancing.
How did we let a filler queen get to the top?
How do we let two filler queens get to the top, Blue?
You. And she's so insecure about that.
Shut up.
But yeah, I obviously Mo won.
I like the outfit.
Outfit was really great. Almost did that outfit.
Almost. Very close. Then it was Jujubee versus Blue Hydrangea. I thought Jujubee did okay, but Blue just had more energy walking across the stage. I wonder if that's a cheat thing.
Okay, yeah, I was saying that too. I thought Jujubee was great. I thought she was gonna win this, but my eyes was always on Blue because she was walking back and forth. And like we grew up on Evolution to always look at the thing moving.
Right, so it's like, I see the game you're playing. It makes sense. Like, you want to be the eye catcher, you gotta move.
I think it's dirty though when a queen purposely dances in front of another queen.
Yes, that is dirty, but also fair to do.
How you play the game.
And then Blue won that one, so she got to go up against Mo Hart to the song Supernova. It's a pretty good song.
It's a pretty good song.
I just feel like it was the same thing like Jujubee and versus Blue. Mo Hart did very well. It's just that Blue moved.
I will say they both had like kind of like clutch dance moves they did to certain parts of the song, but I think it helped Blue with the fact that her outfit looked like it blended right in with the setting, like it was a perfect match. Meanwhile, Mo Hart kind of looked, like you put a sticker on a random setting that doesn't fit it.
But you think that also helped her because she stood out. Because you're really not supposed to blend with the background. But oh well, I mean, Blue won the whole thing. It's an okay choice. I would have been happy with Mo Hart winning. I would have been shocked but glad that Jujubee won. I would have been pissed if Bag of Chips won. But for Blue winning, I'm pretty indifferent.
Yeah, like I said before in the beginning, like if you always vote out the, popular queen, then at the end it's just get it over with. My queen already lost. For you, your queen lost episode 1.
I know. The fuck.
And Tuda blew it way out of proportion when Jimbo said mean things about Pangina because they're all saying, oh, Jimbo only got away with it because she's white. Like if Fifi or Hera said that stuff, she would get death threat. And I'm just like, calm down, she just insulted the dress a little.
I mean, it was clearly a joke and there was no like hostile energy around it. It was shady as hell, yes. But you knew it was just like one of those kind of jokes. Because nobody was taking it seriously after a while. I mean, that was the confessionals, but that's like editing afterwards. It's just to add to like the fight, but it's not like the fight itself was like not really even a fight.
So, what's new? A bunch of people on Twitter being mad battle over nothing.
Yeah, so now that UK vs. the World is over, we'll keep going with season 14, and then when that's over, we'll see what the next season is.
RuPaul France. Saclez-vous.
Oh yeah, France.
Until then,
Philippines.
au revoir. I butchered
Stop
it.
saying French words.
I butchered the word. I butchered my boy.